Hello, I'm with Noah again.
Hi.
Hi. We are at the Letron War Museum in...
Well, it's not...
I don't know where we are.
It is, yeah.
I really don't know where we are technically. But behind me, I don't know if you can see in the video, I'll turn it around in a second, is the war, the Yom Kippur War, like, area. So yeah, check this out. All these things used, there's actually a tank up there, but all these things from the Yom Kippur War. That V thing in the background that you can actually see was actually kind of bad for us because during the Yom Kippur War, when Egypt invaded from the south, they used those to cross the river. And that was kind of a big deal because it was an instant bridge and we were done for. But hold on. I'm not gonna walk through the whole thing because it's too bloody large, but actually maybe I will. Come on, let's walk through the whole thing. He's a future tank driver. He's actually not, I'm just kidding. Like this place, this war museum is actually huge. Like that is absurd. Portable bridge. That's intense. I actually don't know what half this thing is. I think that is...
Probably holding the rocket.
Yeah, I think it's like a missile carrier.
Yeah.
Or a rocket launcher thing. There's so many tanks and things here, it's ridiculous. I have no idea what that is. Seems like a lot of material for... at this museum you can also go into the tanks, which is kind of cool too. Yeah, I'm gonna walk in front. I've never been to a place where they had just like so many tanks lined up for you just to go and see. As you can see in the background, there's just tanks everywhere. It's just like a giant, well, it's the Armored Corps Museum, so I guess there would be a lot of tanks, but it's just like an entire brigade of tanks. It's just absurd. I don't know why these are white. I don't think it has anything to do with race. These are the white tanks. Then we have the black tanks. The black tanks are bigger. I wonder whoever's watching this video if you laughed at that racist joke. Probably not. It's okay. Tanks in the background. Tanks in the front ground. Not sure that's how you say that. Actually, I know that's not how you say it.
What's going on inside?
Here, let's go inside this thing. Doo-doo. Nope, you can't go inside this one.
No,
this is blocked. But you can look. I don't know if you could see. Got the reflection behind me. It's actually a medical carrier is what that is. You can't see the stars on the side of it, but after seeing the beds, that's a medical carrier. Oh, and the blue tanks. I'm not sure what race that would be. Yellow tanks, I guess, could be Asian tanks, but I don't know what the blue tanks are. Like, just, this stuff is intense. Oh, it's it's a medical evacuation tank. Good job, Jason. That is a serious Jeep right there. And what's cool is with these tanks, they've left a lot of the armaments, I guess, on them. So a lot of the bigger tanks, they've still got like 50 cals on them and stuff, just to show you what it was like, which is just absurd. Like all these different types of things that you didn't even know that you would need, I guess, until you're out there and you're stuck somewhere. That's a Sherman ARV right there. Not that it really matters, but I read it.
You did?
Yeah, it says Sherman ARV on it. No, it's in English. Like just, it's absurd. Holy hell, I'm walking up to this thing. Hold on one second, I'm gonna go up the stairs. These are anti-aircraft, or some of these are. Like this one. That's ridiculous. Anti-personnel, like, I guess they're all anti-personnel, wouldn't they? But this, I believe, is an anti-aircraft tank. That's ridiculous. That's absurd. Like, can you imagine this thing coming at you? You see the line of tanks down the video, just rows of tanks, and then Noi. then more rows of tanks. Like, these are, I have no idea what these are. I'm not even gonna try to guess. These are like, just, I don't want to say primitive tanks, because to say primitive tank in the same sentence just seems contradictory. But just, you keep walking and you keep coming up on more tanks.
Mommy, I'll tell you what you should do.
Even the smaller one would scare you if it was coming at you. Let's go over here. Right now it's Yom Ha'atzmaut, so it's the War of Independence, like birth, like the 65th anniversary of the founding of the state. So everyone's at the museum. Like all the bases in Israel are open. You can go see like the Iron Dome. You can go see all these things. I want to go see everything, but there's just not enough time, I guess. This is just the first museum that we went to, the War Museum. So if you can see, there's just, I think it's just crazy looking. But just, literally, it's like everything. So. More tanks, more tanks, more tanks. More tanks over there, more tanks. I've reached the end on this side. I wish I could pause the video because I'd go back to where there's lines of tanks like in a Cold War movie where it shows Russia. There's literally just lines and lines of tanks just all lined up. It's pretty awesome. Alright. So I guess I'm going to turn the video off. I'll turn it back on when I see the different line. But it'll be in a separate video. So alright.